G'day Perth! My name is Alden Hayes and I would like to thank you all on behalf of March for Australia WA and March for Australia nationally for joining us today. As we've seen nationwide, people are turning out in absolute droves to celebrate our national day, Australia Day. As we get proceedings underway, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge and commemorate the sacrifices of our Christian, Anglo-Celtic, European ancestors. From the First Fleet and the Fathers of Federation, with blood, sweat and tears, through determination, dedication and discipline, they conquered, tamed and cultivated this beautiful nation we call home today. On that note, I would ask the rest of the organisers to join me here on stage, and I would ask you all to rise as we observe the Australian National Anthem. Good on you, Perth. We absolutely love yous. All right, on that note, I'm going to hand off to our first speaker for the day. Our lovely state organiser, Baylie Bergroth, has a few choice words before we dive into our speaker's official. Once again, on behalf of March for Australia, thank you all for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, and have a beautiful, beautiful Australia Day.
Thanks for that awesome introduction to the day, Hayes. That was, not how we planned it, but we got there in the end. Awesome. Just wanted to take a moment to explain some things about today. A lot of you have seen our location was changed a couple of weeks ago. We put a flyer out and had to change that more or less the next day. The maps should be passed through the crowd with the route on them. This is not the ideal route, but it's what the police have allocated us. Unfortunately, we have to abide by those rules. They know best how to keep everybody safe, and at the end of the day, that's
bullshit! Shouldn't have to be kept safe.
Fuck all. We've had multiple hurdles thrown at us by the City of Perth Council. I reached out to them back in November following our last event to seek approval for multiple venues and to see if we could work in cooperation with their annual city events. I received a blanket reply of, "We do not support or approve of any political events in proximity to our Australia Day events."
Fucking scum!
I then reached out to other shires in the surrounding area and got the same generic response. This was back and forth for weeks. This was until I was made aware that the council had approved the annual Invasion Day nonsense.
Australia for what, man?
This is just down the road from us now. It's taken both locations we had originally planned to use, and they should be marching off a little bit earlier than us, which is why our march doesn't start until 2:45. We're going to hang around here, do some speeches, we'll get pretty much everything done and out of the way. We'll go for our march, we'll come back, and then we'll get some people up from the community and just give you guys a bit of a voice back. And where we had the council received their policy, and we were given the permit today to stay here in Wellington Square. It's pure madness, and it just goes to show who holds our council's favour. The established powers are eager to force feed our population guilt for actions that none of us were alive for and none of us benefit from. But we're here proving that it's a waste of time. We will stand for our nation and celebrate our great achievements without fear or shame. We live in the greatest country on earth and we're proud to be Australian. Long live Australia! Now, that's my short little piece. I'll be back up a little bit later on with a bit more energetic speech. I'm going to hand off to a man who's proven his loyalty to the freedoms we hold so dear. I'm not sure how this man does what he does, but what I do know is he is constantly committed to fighting for less government overreach and more power to us as a people. Can we please get a round of applause for Mr. Jordan Woodhams of the Libertarian Party.
All right, Australia! Man, that looks good out there. Hold up your flags, because holding up your flags right now feels like a little act of rebellion. And we all need to remember what it feels like to rebel just a little bit. Okay, because they tried to shut this day down. Today is our national holiday. People all across the country are celebrating Australia. Celebrating Australia's achievements. Our people, the people that make this place great. This place is so bloody great, the whole world is trying to get in here.
Send them back. Send them back.
While I love this country, I need to make a clear distinction. When I talk about Australia, I'm talking about the people who make this place great. I'm talking about you people. What I'm not talking about, there is a clear distinction between the Australian people and the Australian government. Today, I'm celebrating the Anzacs. Who fought and died for a free country. I'm thinking about the men and women who sailed across the ocean not knowing exactly where they were going to land and then built all of this. And I'm grateful to them. I'm grateful because look at where we started and look how far we've come. That's what I'm proud of. Australians enjoy some of the highest standards of living in the world, and that's something we should be proud of. It happened because people built a free society and maintained it. And until recently, Australia was one of the freest countries on earth. We used to rank 5th in the world for human freedom. We've currently fallen to 10th place. Now 10th is still pretty good. We're beating 190 other countries. But you don't fall 5 places in 5 years because of good management. And I'll bet we've fallen a few more places since they passed the cash bill on Tuesday. And that's why this distinction matters so much between the country that I love and the government that I loathe. Now, because of a few politicians doing some dodgy backroom deals, Australia can no longer claim to be a country that has free speech. Future generations are going to ask us, what did you do? And there's kids in this crowd right now, and I want those kids to know that it didn't always used to be like this. The people didn't have to be afraid of their government. The government used to have to be afraid of the people. I want to be able to look my son in the eyes someday and tell him that I left this country better than the way I found it. And that's why 5 years ago, I decided to make it my personal goal to get a Bill of Rights into the Australian Constitution with free speech at the top. Because free speech is the fundamental human right, and you all deserve to have your rights recognised. And if that's something that you can get behind, then support those parties that defended free speech and voted against the cash bill last week. Support One Nation. Support the Nationals. Support the Nationals who showed some real backbone and walked away from the front bench. Support those senators like Alexander Antic, and if you want free speech in your constitution, then come and speak to me over the Burgundy tent. My name's Hon Woodhams. I'm the president of the Libertarian Party of West Australia, and I love this country, and I intend to leave it better than when I found it. Happy bloody Australia Day, you bloody legends! One Nation is now up. Big fan. Give up a big round of applause for Rod Caddies.
Cheers for that, Jordan. Okay, for all those that don't know me out there already, I'm the state leader for One Nation and a member of the upper house here in the Parliament. It's great to see a lot of you all out here today, celebrating Australia Day and what makes our country so great. Who's here because they love Australia and know it's worth fighting for with everything you've got? Who's here because we're led by politicians who either despise our nation or lack the spine to defend it from those who are trying to tear it down? Let me ask you, where are the Liberals up here? Where are the Nats? Simple. They're hiding terrified the media will pounce if a few bad apples show up here in the crowd. But I'm here, and if I get attacked for being here, that's okay. That means I'm doing my job. Because how can I say I'll fight for you if I won't be attacked for you? Think about it. Hundreds of proud patriotic voters out there are right here standing tall. But when push comes to shove, those parties choose dodging headlines over defending our country every single time. And Labor, even worse, they're not here because they hate this country outright. That's why they're obsessed with scrapping Australia Day, dissolving our borders and muzzling our voices. But One Nation, we show up every time. And now I'm here, let me lay out what we're fighting for. An end to mass immigration. A rock-solid ban on foreign ownership of our land. Shutting down the student visa loophole straight to citizenship. An ironclad, unbreakable free speech for every Aussie. Who here cheered when Labor, with the help from the Liberals, rammed through the anti-hate group bill in federal parliament? It's time we defend free speech in Australia before it's too late. These laws, they're a sneaky trap to police your words and even your thoughts. Already they're being twisted to crush anyone who dares to dissent. If they silence one voice, yours could be next. Here's the scary truth about these anti-hate group laws. No Aussie is safe. The Home Affairs Minister gets godlike power to label any group a hate group and shut it down. No trial, no evidence needed, no real checks, and it applies retroactively. Once labelled, you're done. The bar, absolutely low. Just the minister's belief that a hate crime happened. So-called safeguards, laughable. ASIO's boss, a political pick, gives advice under pressure. The opposition gets her heads up but can't block it. The Attorney General, well, he just toe the party line. A committee reviews it later but can't undo the damage. Only a parliamentary vote can kill it. And guess who just voted for these laws? Yeah, unlikely. It's marketed to hit extremists like His Butt Tahrir and neo-Nazis, but it's a wide net. It could snag think tanks like the IPA, Advance Australia, even Jewish groups. Irony alert, His Butt Tahrir isn't banned. It's fired up, suing and recruiting more than ever. No group is off limits. ASIO just needs to be satisfied it's a hate group. It doesn't even have to push violence, just increase the risk of it. Heck, if your group provokes someone else to lash out, you're the one getting banned, not them. A bonus twist. This pushes radicals to dodge it by forming political parties. Smart move for them, nightmare for us. The hate crime trigger, so vague it could have banned the No campaign against The Voice. The supposed objectives, protect Aussies from social, economic, psychological or physical harm. Just subjective garbage ripe for abuse against anyone. The rollout, a total sham. 2 days of consultation for laws that reshape our freedoms. MPs, media, everyone blindsided. It's a slap in the face to democracy. But here's the spark of hope. Your pushback has been epic. Free speech is roaring back into the spotlight. It's time we put Australians first. Restore our standard of living and our way of life. Now it's on us. Reach out to your local MPs, and community groups share the real dangers of this. Let's unite. One people under one flag as one nation. Now, I'm here today on Australia Day, a day that we should be uniting as one. But instead we have other groups that want to make it about division. No one here wants this country divided. I just want a country that resembles something like I grew up as a child. Where I could go out the back, go on the road, play cricket, go down the park and feel safe. I want my children to be able to walk down the road and feel safe. I want to be able to raise my flag and say I'm a proud Australian without being called a racist for that. I travelled the world and I've been around, and when I was travelling around, when I was backpacking around, people used to look at us and they would talk to me, "Oh, you're Australian." Great. I was proud to wear that Australian flag on all my clothes, whatever. We were looked upon a country of freedom and a place where people wanted to come because of them freedoms. So today isn't about division, it's about unity, and it's about being able to say we're proud Australians and being able to promote that flag and us as Australians. So thanks guys for being here, for showing up, for fighting for what is right for this country.
Define Australian.
So anyway, I'm going to finish up now and hand it. Let's go then. Let's do it again. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! 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 Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Yeah, that's what we want to be proud of! Thanks guys, and I think I'm handing over to Paul Howard now. I think he's around here. Paul Howard, you jumping up here now, mate? Paul Howard jumping up here to take over. So again, thanks a lot, Puggery, and we'll talk to you later.
Well done, Rod Caddies. Oh, some excitement. Happy Australia Day, everybody. It is truly an incredible and humbling experience to be standing up here today and looking out at a sea of true blue Aussie patriots. And it should fill all our hearts with joy and happiness that so many of us have gathered here today to celebrate our great nation, Australia! Today we acknowledge the true spirit of Australia Day, one that is made up of mateship, determination, optimism and a fair go, which we have inherited from a unique and special people, one of courageous explorers, brave settlers, long-suffering convicts and of course the Anzacs. Now, we Aussies have other traits as well, such as an easygoingness, she'll be right mate, which is a good trait to have, but one that can have negative effects, such as not seeing the danger in front of us. One such danger is mass immigration, which is disastrous for so many reasons. But thankfully, enough of us Aussies have awoken to the danger and are now standing up against it. We must also remember that Australia is a democracy, and our politicians are not elected to rule us, they are elected to serve us. So we must continue to push back as we are doing today. Otherwise it will be only a matter of time until we are all forced to celebrate Oz-Chindiastan Day. And I don't think any of us here today want that. We must continue to be proud of our Anglo-Celtic ancestry, as we are the backbone, the base, the root, the core, the anchor. And we are the strength of Australia. Australia is not strong because of diversity. That's bullshit. We are strong despite diversity. When we think of well-known and famous Australians of the past and present, whether they be political, such as Sir Robert Menzies and Bob Hawke, sportsmen, such as Donald Bradman or Margaret Court, or entertainers, such as Paul Hogan and Kylie Minogue, we automatically conjure up images of these famous Australians because they are true Aussies. They are Anglo-Celtic Australians. And we must always remain proud of that fact. Now, with our unique sense of humour, I can confidently say that us Aussies want our cultural icons to remain Aussie rules football, meat pies and home and away, or maybe neighbours. We do not want our cultural icons to become rickshaw racing, spicy hot curries and the best of Bollywood. Australia is truly the nation of beauty, rich and rare, and we must never let this be forgotten. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. I'm Paul Howard from the Australian Patriots Party, and it has been my pleasure and honour to speak to you all today. Enjoy the rest of Australia Day, and goodbye.
What a good couple of speeches we had there. Thanks, guys. We had a plan originally to go off and do our march, and we'll come back and do our open mic, but we're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to do our open mic now before we march, just fill out our time and stick to the established rules. If anyone wants to come up... The chaotic time it's been in our once great nation over the last few weeks and months. Despite relentless pressure and vilification from our treasonous government, its media mouthpieces, peddled by the woke mob the corrupt institutions have created over the years, that's only accelerating the downfall of our country. You showed up today to march for Australia. You proved that true blue Aussie grit is still alive and burning strong in this country. Give yourselves a huge round of applause, because that courage is exactly what's going to hold us together. For months, for years, we've watched our once great nation betrayed by corrupt leaders who answer to everyone except the Australian people. They sell us out to foreign powers, they criminalise our patriotism, they strip away our most basic democratic rights, and they try to turn neighbour against neighbour. They expect us to just roll over while they replace us, while they flood the country with mass immigration at levels we never asked for and we never voted for. They shove colonial guilt and divisive indoctrination down our throats. They ignore our petitions. They mock our demands for real reform. But let's be crystal clear. Western democracy, the democracy our forebears fought and died for, is built on rock-solid principles that run in our blood. The right to free speech, the right to freedom of association, the right to political expression without Big Brother breathing down our necks. These aren't optional extras. They're the foundations of democracy and the Western world. The Uni Party has spent decades and billions of our dollars trying to tear these foundations down so they can keep their stranglehold on power. Make no mistake, the Liberals and Labor are two wings of the same bird. They would see centuries of history erased and countless bloodlines wiped from existence if it meant they kept their positions. They call us fascists, bigots, small-minded. Meanwhile, the real authoritarians sit in the parliamentary offices, passing laws to silence dissent and control the conversation. Australia is no longer a functioning democracy. What we have left is an illusion. One they maintain with censorship, propaganda and unchecked migration that changes the very electorate itself. That's why March for Australia started with one simple, unbreakable message: end mass immigration. Because as long as the current insane intake levels continue, we will never break the Uni Party's grip. Why would new arrivals vote against the very politicians who open the doors for them and keep promising more for their families? It's basic maths. They're importing their future voting blocks. We've been pushed onto the back foot lately. They've thrown everything at us. Legal threats, media hit pieces, police pressure, council hurdles. But look around. We're still here. We're growing. And today, you've shown the country that ordinary Australians are standing up and refusing to disappear quietly. This fight is long. It won't be won in one march or one election. But today we've reminded ourselves and reminded them that the spirit of this land doesn't bend easily. We are the glue, we are the grit, We are Australia. Because this country belongs to us. It's rightful heirs, and we're taking it back. Nothing is more important than the preservation of the Australian identity and its people. Not the government's obsession with social cohesion, nor its forcefully imposed multiculturalism. Not the multinationals' profit margins, not the media's headlines, and not the left's feelings of entitlement or lack of self-awareness. Nothing is more important than our people and our freedoms. And by God, we'll have our home again.
Make Australia great again. Shall we say that?
Rise up, Australia.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! 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 God bless you, Perth. History will remember our stand here. I wish each and every one of you a truly special Australia Day. And remember, always was, always will be, January 26th.
Is today! What day is today?
Yeah, no shit, eh? I thought they'd be there fucking trying to mouth off or something.
They evacuated them all.
I won't go into them. It's deadly to be out here.
You flew here! We flew here! 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 Are we Australians? Yes, we are! Are we Australians? Yes, we are! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi! Aussie! Oi! Aussie! Oi! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi!
Yeah, hold that one's fine.
Yeah. Just because someone had somewhere else can, I'm not. Which is fucking insane. That bloke saying that he spent 13 months as fucking... I can't even start a Facebook trip. UK, it's already here. It's fucking cool. Yeah, absolutely. Come along, sing Matilda with me. Won't sing Matilda, won't sing Matilda. You drummer won't sing Matilda with me. And he sang as he watched and waited till his belly boiled. You come
Free Joel Davis! Free Joel Davis!
Should only be one flag flying there, not a fucking... who's here today? Let me hear you cheer if you are proud to be an Australian. What day? What day? Whose day? Whose day? Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! 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 Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Okay! Not! Cowboys away! Cowboys away! Cowboys away! I say Albo, you say wake up! Albo! Wake up! Albo! Wake up! Albo's wake up! Albo's wake up! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi! Aussie! Oi! Aussie! Oi! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi! Once a jolly swag man camped by a billabong down in the shade of a coolabah tree, and he sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me, waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And he sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi! Aussie! Oi! Aussie! Oi! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi!
Yeah, I saw that.
Racism! Free Joel Davis! 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 What day is today? Australia Day! What day is today? Australia Day! Whose day? Our day! Whose day? Our day! Is that whose day? Our day! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi! Aussie! Oi! Aussie! Oi! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi!
Can we drop him for what? Quick pause, everyone gets a beer and then we keep going.
You know, that's literally why one of my friends they might be you doing it.
Oi!